Welcome to the No Psych, No Excuses podcast, where we have real, raw, authentic conversation. Here's your host, Kijuan Amey. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the No Psych, No Excuses podcast. I know you missed me. It's been a week. I know, but we're back. Okay, I'm here now. And the thing is, while I was gone, guys, I'm sorry, I had to take some vacation time. Not just for me, not just for the podcast, but to keep the authenticity and the real, raw, authentic conversations coming to y'all without any stopping. Okay? I gotta keep y'all with the best of the best when it comes to this content. So make sure y'all sharing it too. Anyway, back into the groove. We're swinging this thing, man. And this week, we're going to be talking about some travel, okay? Because like I just told you, I just got back from an amazing, absolutely fantastic trip to Italy. Yes, my first time being there, but I enjoyed it. It was a family vacation. We went to go see my youngest brother who's in the Air Force stationed over there, and we enjoyed ourselves. I ate way too much. I gained 5 pounds in 7 days, guys. It was way too much, but it was delicious. Okay. Now what are we going to talk about today? Y'all know how we do this thing segment by segment. Okay. So the first segment we're getting into is mindset on vision. And since we're talking about travel, let's hit y'all off with a travel quote. Travel is the only thing you buy that makes you richer. What do I mean by that? Now, I know there was a person who wrote this, but to me, I'm going to tell you what that quote means to me. That means to me, yes, I paid money, hard-earned money, by the way, I will say. But it made me richer because I had an experience. I got to enjoy overseas international travel with my family, along with some other headaches that came in there, but we made it. Um, but it was an experience that we will never forget because even though there were some negative things, there were also positive things. And don't get me started on the food because that was the one thing I miss right now. I'll fly back right now to get that food, okay? But what I'm saying is it made me richer in different ways, not just monetary, but the experience wise, the knowledge, because I now get to experience how to travel commercially. Because, yes, you guys know I'm Air Force. I did travel and I was on a plane, lived out of a suitcase, but now I'm doing it commercially. And it's different, guys. It's not the same. I used to just hop on and off my plane. Okay. Now I got to get off somebody else's plane, go through security, go through customs, everything else. I pick up my bag. As I would used to just hop right off the plane with everything in hand. Okay. So this is different, not only in that manner, but again, the culture, just the food was, oh, Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, US, but we are killing ourselves with this food stuff because the food they got over there, y'all see, we talk about having grass-fed beef. They really have grass-fed beef. Okay, it's not just something they talk about or try to advertise. They really do. They got chickens in their backyard. Okay, you know what I mean? Like every morning, I was at a Airbnb, guys, and I just thought about this at this Airbnb. I am waking up every morning and all I hear is chickens and roosters. And that's all I hear every morning. And the mascot in Italy, I did not know until I got there. My friend let me down on this one. Is a freaking chicken. I mean, a cat, a freaking cat, man. Everywhere you go, there's cats. Everywhere you went. We had our own mascot at the Airbnb we stayed at. His name was Garfield. Okay. That's what we called him because he was orange and fat. But the difference between the cats there versus the cats here in the US, they're so much more friendlier. They just want to hang around you, They'll come in and out almost like dogs, man. Like it's crazy. They love being outside. Cats there love being outside. They're not indoor cats at all. So again, it goes back to the experiences. That quote is enriching in itself, and so when I first understood that, um I was learning a lot, with my family, but just in Italy alone, man, the food, the atmosphere, the air seems so much cleaner. By the way, if you're going to Italy, do not expect restaurants to be open all day. That is a disclaimer right now. They do morning, lunch, and dinner, and I mean that. It's closed in between. Ain't none of that brunch stuff, okay? Ain't none of that we can go grab something to eat because we woke up late today. You gonna be cooking. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You are gonna wake up and turn that stove on and cook some because they don't do that over there. The only place I will say that probably still is open is like the American restaurants, like McDonald's, because they're everywhere, and Burger King. Those are the places. I'm not looking for that kind of food when I go abroad traveling. I didn't eat not one Americanized restaurant over there. None. Everything I ate over there was pure Italy. And I was so glad, grateful, grateful, grateful that it was. Now, now that I've gotten that out of my system, because it was just so amazing. Sorry, guys. Now that I've gotten that out of my system, let's talk more about people not traveling. Because the mindset in regards to traveling, some people just like, no, I'm not into that stuff and it's okay. Or their fear, the fear comes out. Y'all know fear mongering. Listen, I used to travel a lot. Okay. Like I told y'all, I lived out of a suitcase. Literally, I would come home, wash my clothes. Next week, I'm going again. Okay. I loved it. I didn't mind it. I was a young fella. As they say back in my day, but I was a young fella, and I just didn't mind traveling. It was fun. I got to experience the world, four different continents. I'm okay with it. Let's go. And so when I hear people, especially now with the pandemic having happened recently, people are still, you know, afraid. They say it or not. I don't care what you say. It sounds good. You could cover up, twist it up, however you want to do it. Uh, they're afraid of these different things, and I've been on quite a few trips around the U.S. This is my first international commercial trip. Um, like I told y'all in the Air Force, I used to go international all the time, but as far as commercially, this is my first one, and it was fun. It was fun. I really truly enjoyed myself, to say the least. I have no problem. Y'all could probably hear it in my voice and in my podcast. I have no problems meeting people. I don't meet strangers. Now, if you want to act funny, that's different. But I don't meet strangers. Okay. So when I am out here traveling, it's almost like I bring me everywhere, which you're supposed to, right? Be authentic, be you. Don't try to put on this facade for anybody because I'm telling you right now, personally, it doesn't matter. I mean, nobody really knows you anyway. So why are you putting on a facade? What's the point of putting on a front if don't nobody know you anyway? So I just carry out things in my way. And it works to a point where not only am I benefiting in a manner of people understand that I have needs. And when I say needs, it's in regards to my different ability, because y'all know I don't really use that disability word. Different ability in being visually impaired. As y'all see, I'm allowing y'all to see my eyes today because I want y'all to understand, yes, I am visually impaired. Yes, I am blind. And everybody sees the shades that I wear. How about we do an episode without it? You know what I mean? Let's do something different, change it up, so y'all know that I'm not just always doing the same shows or every single day I'm doing the same thing. I mean, but anyway, when we put fear into this stuff, like I heard somebody say, I would rather just drive because it's safer to drive than it is to fly. Well, a lie detector determined that was a lie. Um, if you look it up anywhere, I don't care, you Google, you could chat GPT, you can do whatever you want. Flying is way safer than driving. The news that y'all watch makes it seem like it's not. Now, let them let them on the news show you every single car accident that happens every single day. You wouldn't have anything else coming up on the news. I promise you would. But if all they showed were airplane crashes, oh, you'd be like, huh, another one? That's few and far in between. Just like it is now. And the the thing that really bothers me is when you speak out of term, like you say those things and it's not true. So that means you are first off spreading lies, but secondly, you're just throwing stuff out here that you haven't even done any research on. You're just saying it. And personally, I'm not that person because first off, uh, we walk around with a computer in our pockets every day. Why am I telling you a lie when I can look it up in less than 10 seconds of what's true and what's not? Don't spew those type of, as they say, fake news, fake news. Don't spew the fake news out there. Yeah. Anyway, don't do it because it's not cool. You're projecting is what I call it. Your fears are being projected because you don't want to do a traveling in certain ways. That's fine. Do it your way, but don't tell everybody else that that's the true fact. No, it's not. Because you're not at the controls of the plane does not make it unsafe. Honestly, I wouldn't want you at the controls of the plane because you don't know how to fly it anyway. Just being honest. So yes, I get it. Drive your vehicle. Do you, but do not lie and say that it's safer to drive than it is to fly because it's not true. It's just 100% not true. Um, Moving forward, because I can talk about fears all day long, but I'm not afraid. So why would I do that? Anyway, guys, whoo, I mean, I just I really got to figure out what's going on in my life because I got to get back on another trip. I mean, I love y'all dearly, but that trip was amazing. And I got to give y'all more information, like the topic that I'm speaking on. I love coming back to tell y'all about these things because some people just think I sit at home all day and do nothing. I no, 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 no. I listen, I go places and I'm trying to go places. So if y'all got some more information, hey, feel free to leave it in the comments in the chat. Great places to visit. I would love to see these things. I would love to go visit these places. Maybe even set up some speaking engagements there, whatever, conferences, whatever, you know. And so that is truly how I um, would open this podcast. All right, guys, and we're back for segment 3. Let's do this. So the 3 E's: excuses, execute, and elevate. Now, I already kind of hinted at some of these excuses. People talking about, their fears and not wanting to drive because they think it's safer than flying and, just different things in that nature. And even the fact that they might not have the money or, can't afford it, don't want to do the international travel because of what they see on the news. Hey, go see it for yourself. Man, I had the most uneventful trip in my life. Like, man, listen, I had a whole row to myself on the way back because y'all afraid to fly. I'm okay with it. Y'all stay over here on the ground because I had a whole row to myself. I'm okay with it. Y'all don't have to fly. I'll fly by myself and have a whole big old Boeing 777 to myself. Okay, well, they offering me all kind of amenities because y'all don't want to come see y'all. But anyway, moving forward with the excuses thing. Now, just imagine if I would have took those same excuses y'all are throwing on me with the whole thing that I just spilled out. What if I did not go on this trip because of those things? Just think about that for a second. I wouldn't have been able to get that whole row by myself. I wouldn't have been able to experience Italy for the first time. I wouldn't have been able to eat what I call one of the best meals in my life. So let's talk about some of the food over there because yeah, everybody knows about the pasta, the pizza. Great. I am still disappointed that I didn't get any pasta, but I did get pizza and it was good. Wood fire grill pizza cooked right there. And you could hear it going into the oven. Amazing, by the way. Um, there's this place over there, and I'm finna shout them out so y'all can hear this and go visit them, hopefully. Booby Trap. The Booby Trap is located in Aviano and Italy. And listen, they have this thing called the famous Booby Burger. If you if you want to eat something that's just so massive, okay, this burger is huge. It's got a chicken patty, a beef patty, bacon, cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles, mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup. Listen, eh, they it was so big they had to cut it in half in order for you to eat it. Okay, just hear me clearly. I'm trying to stay composed right now. That's what I'm trying to do. But that burger is just is giving me all the feels right now, as they say. Is that was part of the reason why I gained 5 pounds. Just letting y'all know. That and I also had some of them lime pepper wings. Yeah, no, not lemon, but lime pepper wings. Okay, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm just gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe as a child, but as a grown man, I have never drooled on myself eating before. Okay, those wings were that good. I was drooling on my hands. My mom was sitting across from me and she said, "What is on your hands?" I said, "Please stay on your side of the table. This is me. I'm eating, okay? Just stay over there. Just stay over there. I'm gonna eat my food, you eat yours. We're gonna be all right." But for real, she asked me that question, and I was like, I really don't know what it is. All I know is these flavors that keep hitting my tongue. It's amazing. And I'm just gonna stay over here like a good soldier. And the last thing that I ate over there from the booby trap that was just mouth watering, the chili cheese fries. Okay, I'm a fan of chili cheese fries, but I ain't gonna be able to go nowhere and order chili cheese fries and expect the what I got from over there here. Okay, the if that chili is not world famous, it needs to be. I literally was getting ready to go to the cook and ask him for the recipe. And I was gonna say, I'm not leaving until you give it to me. That's how good it was. Okay. I needed that for these the hot dog chili. I was gonna put it on my hot dogs, hamburgers, fries. I was gonna put that thing on everything. Like Frank's Red Hot Sauce. I'm gonna put that on everything. you know, and it's just so delicious, man. Listen, I'm sorry, but that's one of the places. The other place we went to, which is Greek, it's called Marco's. And Marco's, you have your euros, and they said that's one of the best places. I don't really eat euros, but my mom and my youngest brother, he had one, and they listen, hands down, one of the best euros they ever had. Um, and I personally got a chicken burger. Chicken burger basically was a chicken patty, in between buns. And so, listen, this chicken burger, I've never had a piece of meat that didn't lose the heat while you were eating it until I went there. This chicken burger was so succulent. Okay, I have to use key words. We got to go get our SAT words here real quick. It was so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know what else to say. I really don't. Other than you have to try it. Get out of that comfort zone of feeling like I gotta make an excuse so that I can go. And then I'm gonna listen to them talk about it when they come back. What is that gonna do for you? Besides making you hungry? Because I'm gonna take pictures and I'm gonna post it, okay? Um Sorry, you should have been here. That's how I feel. You should be here. And it's one of those things where I truly am glad that I didn't allow the excuse to get in the way of me executing my travel. So when you allow your excuses to get in the way of things, guess what you don't do? You can't execute to elevate. And why do you want to elevate? It's a part of growth. If we put it this way, simple here. I'm gonna go real simple. I like to break things down to the babies, okay? If you never graduated from baby food, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Baby food, I heard, is some of the nastiest stuff you would ever taste as an adult. Now, babies don't know no better because they don't they don't really have the taste buds we have right now. And it, the thing that I'm trying to get y'all to see is I I would not put any of those excuses that will keep you from learning, from growing, from just maturing. I mean, that's a part of growth. Is maturing is a part of growth. So if you don't want to mature, I ain't trying to call nobody out here, but you know, because I just believe in experiences. I do. I truly do. And I'm glad, when I did go to the military that I got to go experience other countries, other continents, cultures. I was always the one trying to be around the locals. I I ain't trying to be in these touristy areas. For what? I can do that back home. And so when it comes to travel, when it comes to the excuses that prevent you from executing in order to elevate, we have to get rid of them, guys, because we gotta grow. Okay? All right, I'll see you guys in the next segment of the week. So y'all know I already kind of mentioned to y'all about getting out and traveling. Cause some of y'all just don't want to go nowhere except for to the corner store or to a food line or whatever it is. I'm in North Carolina, so we have a food line here. Winn Dixie, the places like that, Carly Seas. So all my North Carolinians, listen, can I just say something? For travel, just okay. There are people in North Carolina. I'm gonna talk about myself. So we used to go from North Carolina to South Carolina all the time. We would go to Myrtle Beach. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. But once you've been there 50 times, y'all know that saying, 50 times, I'm done. Ain't nothing left for me to see here. you know, uh, Unless they add a new attraction every single year, every single time you step foot there, ain't nothing else for me to see. I done seen the same place, and then getting old. I want to see something else. Now, if you got some kind of timeshare, you probably shouldn't have bought it anyway. But yeah, I get it. I get that's why you're going down there. But if you could do just one thing, how about this? Instead of going south, go north. We could go to Virginia Beach. Just that simple of a change. Oh my goodness, I just blew your mind. Instead of going south, you went north. How? What? Wait, you mean North Carolina even has beaches? What? Top Sail? What? Outer Banks? What? So listen, all I'm saying is just change it up. That's as simple as that. Change it up. Baby steps can turn into big steps. Then just maybe you take a trip not out of the country, but across the country. What if you got on a plane to not go to go just from North Carolina to California or Oregon? Oregon has some really nice spots out there. Okay, I'm just saying that The green is so green out there. It's really, really nice. You probably love it. And if you're into the mountains, hit Washington. Washington State is really nice too. But what I'm saying is change it up. You don't have to go international like I listen, I've already been I long, long, long time ago got rid of that. Snap that rubber band clean off, okay? They don't stamp my hand no more when I go into the club. Okay, I'm above 21. Okay, I'm gone. So what am I getting at? Take baby steps in order to grow past this. And I will ask you to adopt this thought and ask yourself this. If I didn't put these excuses and fear and all these different things, if I didn't put these things in my mind, where's somewhere I would love to go? Not just be okay with going. I would love to go because that's gonna make you really want to do it. You gotta be really wanting it. Like when I went to Italy, I didn't care how long it took because I really wanted to get there. I mean, them flights was long. Don't get me wrong, but woo, I was once I hit the ground, it was like I was rejuvenated. I'm ready to go. Let's hit the ground running because I'm here where I needed to be, where I was trying to get to my destination. Don't just pick somewhere because you ain't never heard of it or it's new to you. No, pick it because it's somewhere that you found, hmm, I really think I would enjoy this place. I truly believe that. And I just ask you guys to venture out and enjoy life. Because I do know people that have never left some people never left their city. And I know some people that's never left their state. Please don't be one of those. Because there's so much that this world one of those. Because there's so much that this world has to offer. Oh, all right, guys. No excuse zone. No excuse zone. They know better. They know better. Because we don't make no excuses over here. So we in the no excuses zone right now. So y'all know what time it is. We're going to wrap the show up here. Guys, it's been amazing first and foremost. I'm so glad to be back so that I could tell you guys about my story. But let's recap the podcast episode for today. Anyway, guys, I hope y'all learned something. Traveling, don't make excuses. Just do it. Let's pull a Nike. Just do it. Get out there, experience life. Bring people along with you. You don't have to do it alone. Trust me, you do not. I'm sure somebody's like, I thought about going there too. Just don't listen. Open your mouth. I'm sure somebody be like, I wouldn't mind taking that trip. You never know. The conversation is a sparker. Get it going. So, it's been a great podcast episode talking about my trip. I hope y'all enjoyed all the conversation that I gave y'all and had fun with me because I have fun making these podcasts for y'all. I really do. I love to just share my advice, share my experiences, and just allow y'all to come on in Kiwi's corner and talk to him. The big thing with me in this episode is just get outside of that comfort zone. Because once you do that, I'm telling you right now, that bug might bite you. And that bug I'm talking about is that travel bug. It's a fun one, okay? It might get a little expensive if you're trying to do extravagant things. So pump the brakes, but do something. And last but not least, guys, just because you can't see it does not mean you can't achieve it. And if I would have thought that way for this trip, I wouldn't have went. Because the first thing I thought was, man, I really wish I could see all this stuff. But if I would have let that eat me up and just stay in my mind in that negative mindset, instead of switching it into a positive thing and saying, well, why not go experience it for yourself? I would have still been here in the States, in North Carolina. But I got out of that mindset. So, guys, just because you can't see it does not mean you can't achieve it. Go achieve greatness, guys. Be great. All right. Peace out.